Doing an interview.
Live, effect, direct, impromptu. We got you. We're back, and all that. You know, it's the Mestizo Coffee Click Gang Posse in full effect with the tribe, and you know, we like to bring this stand-up morning routine where I chop it up with creative, interesting people about their morning routines. And today is no exception because I got my man Declaime Dudley Perkins. He goes by many names, and I'll let him explain. My man, where you at and how you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Shoot, I'm in Las Vegas right now. Just you see working.
Keeping the AC at like 71. What do you keep the AC at?
Shoot, right now at 81.
Oh, okay. It's cold as fuck out there right now, or what?
Yeah, when it get cold, it get cold. When it's hot, it's hot.
So desert life, but you grew up on the coast. Is that you like hometown Oxnard?
Yeah, I grew up in Oxnard.
So you trade the beach for the desert. What's that like?
I mean, I wish I could bring Oxnard with me. That's one of my favorite places on earth.
Right. Now, I alluded to your name earlier, and when I talk about you and your music, I go, you gotta check out my man Declaime, or maybe even look up Dudley Perkins. Oh, and today, actually, Spotify wrap up, whatever the hell that is. Guess who was on my list of who held 2 slots on my list? Someone named Declaime and someone named Dudley Perkins. So,
Oh yeah.
talk to me, us, about your name. When you started rhyming, what was your first MC name?
My first MC name, D Fresh.
D Fresh.
Yeah, because I used to beatbox.
Okay.
And I used to break dance too. So, but then
Dudley
after that,
birth name? Is Dudley your birth name?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's where the D came from in D Fresh.
Yeah, I'm named after my father. Yeah, and then after that, when I was out of high school, it was D-Loke.
Got to put on for the Lokes.
Yeah, and you could see on you could hear it on the licks W-Licks, Rico Tash, when he said my name, he said D-Loke, brother with the hat to the back. You know what I'm saying? I came into the studio to do the song Gang Bang Down.
Like fully equipped with a bandana and the whole nine, or
Nah, no
jersey?
bandana, just the Dickies and t-shirts.
Okay,
You
keep
know?
the crispy white. Well, talk a little bit about Oxnard though, because well, you guys made it. You and your crew made it like a place to people heard about. But like, even if you're going to LA, getting to Oxnard isn't like something you would do unless you were trying intentionally to do it. So I don't think a lot of people know about Oxnard.
They do now. They do now. Anderson .Paak and put it on the map. Mad Lib in them. They know. People know.
Right.
But it is kind of it's a country town. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's a small beach town. And a military town also.
Wait, so like, in what ways is it country? Is it like because there's farming there?
It's a lot of farms. A lot of farms.
And it's a beach town because obviously there's coastline there, and there's like a port or a dock or some shit where like.
Yeah, the pier, Point Hueneme Pier. We all grew up there. If you from Oxnard, you grew up at the beach. You know what I'm saying?
But in the water? Or were you the type to get in the water, or you just kicking it at the beach?
Nah. Some of us could boogie board a little bit, but not really. I can't swim that good. We just go out there. We used to go out there to hang out. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, did you get into skating out there or any of that kind of shit? Skateboarding?
Skateboarding, a little bit here and there. Me and my cousins used to skateboard.
Well, there's a lot of interesting parts about Oxnard. One is, and that you mentioned to me before, is that there's like a Mexican and black. So there's a black population there, and there's a Mexican population there, and then I'm guessing there's some white folks out there too, right?
Well, they're gentrifying the shit out of it now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not like is like it kind of like gentrified in reverse back in the days, and it just was black and Mexican for a minute, and Islanders and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Samoans and stuff, a lot of Filipinos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, and a lot of us are like family. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all friends and stuff. Wasn't a lot of racism in Oxnard really. It's just more like gang violence. It
Right.
didn't matter what gang you was from or what you was really. But then again, it got bad for a while. Mexican and blacks had beef with each other, knowing they grew up with it. We all grew up with each other and stuff like that. But as you get older, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? It's always been love with me because I'm from South Oxnard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm basically Mexican my damn self. So you know what I'm saying?
Well, and the fun part of this is that your music has taken you all over the world. What's the farthest from Oxnard your music has taken you?
I don't know what's the farthest place to go.
Oh.
I've probably been there. I don't know. I mean, shit. I've been in a lot of places. Australia, uh, Alaska, you
Which
Russia.
Russia? Okay, you performed out in Russia.
Uh, yeah.
What they pay you in?
I can't remember. It was a while ago, and I was super drunk. And I ain't never been so drunk in my life. No, I
Before the
have in
show, after the
Japan.
show?
In Japan, like, good lord, they try to kill you with alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah, that's oh, so then you after Deloc, after you look, wait, so you recorded a song with the licks where you're referred to as Deloc, but you decided, even though you were on the licks album as Deloc, you were going to change your name. Was that hard, or what's the story there?
Well, it was already kind of changed during that studio session, but Tash just knew me as D-Lo. You know what I'm saying? So when I went to the studio, that's what it stayed that way. You know, but I changed it up because what I was representing in my rhyme wasn't deloking. You know what I'm saying? It was more declaiming. You know what I'm saying?
Which is what?
It means to recite speech and in a poetical form and dramatical during oppressed times. You know, but it means a lot of different ways. But it means to speak out. You know what I'm saying? During
So you
oppressed
put out a
times.
lot of work. You put out a lot of work under that name, and then
Yes.
when did the name change happen and why?
To declaim.
Back. Oh, sorry. From Declaime to Dudley Perkins. Is that what happened? What was the?
I'm
What
always
was?
Dudley. I've always been Dudley Perkins, but I mean, I figured like if I was gonna do a whole album singing, music singing, that's somebody else, you know.
Oh, so your singing albums are under Dudley
Dudley
Perkins,
Perkins. Yes.
and your rhyming albums are under Declaime.
Yeah.
Bang 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 bang. Bang. What's in the name? Now you have it. If you had questions, now you have answers. Now check it out. What was breakfast like in your home growing up?
Um. Well, my stepfather, rest in peace, used to do most of the cooking, I mean, he was just always cooking. So it'd be sometimes, honestly, it'd be like a fried egg with some leftover red beans and rice from the night before. You know what I'm saying? Or some oatmeal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you take
You
your
know?
egg fried. That's the move.
Yeah, I mean, we ate leftovers in the morning sometimes. You know?
Yeah. What did you eat? Do you eat your eggs like your stepfather ate his eggs?
Oh yeah, because he made them.
You right? Well, actually, like my brother took them scrambled. I took them sunny side up, like my dad, my
Nah,
son.
it's none of that.
Oh, you don't mess with the sunny side up?
No, it's just whatever he made is what you ate.
Yeah. I give my kids the option, but I take pride in the fact that my son eats his eggs like I eat my eggs out of
Yeah,
choice.
I don't fuck with eggs right now.
Well, is that your diet is on some other shit or what?
Now, I'm vegan. I don't mess with animals. But before, yeah,
Right.
I used
You
to,
do
I
egg
used to,
substitute?
I used to mess up an egg sandwich, scrambled
Okay.
egg sandwich with just mayonnaise,
Okay.
but seasoning.
Yeah. Yeah, I was late. I was late to the mayonnaise egg game, but I'm not mad at it. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Um, what was your breakfast like in your home? And you're saying basically whatever you got served, you were just gonna eat it.
Had to. There's no saying no.
Wait, is that like in terms of breakfast, lunch, dinner? Where does breakfast rank in the hierarchy?
Well, my mom cooked a lot of dinners, so she would, at dinner.
Dinner's at top.
Yeah, I don't remember eating too much lunch. That wasn't a thing that you did unless you was at school.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Dinner for the win. Breakfast, you get what you get served, and you have to deal with it. Um, do you pray before you eat?
Sometimes.
Like
uh
on a what times are those?
I mean, well, I mean, right now I don't because I don't eat animal. When I used to eat animal, I used to pray
Oh, word. Okay.
over that. But now it's like, this is the fruits and vegetables that the earth give you. You know what I'm saying? But now I do because I don't know what they put in that shit now either. Like, we be eating them fake meats and stuff. So you do gotta pray a little bit like, oh Lord, don't let this shit give me a heart attack. You know what I'm saying?
You have a go to prayer you hit off before you eat. Like
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
just that first little refrain, huh? And then just get to grubbing.
I was
No, I know. Oh, there's a period. Let's see. Let me think about this. I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up eating. Sorry, I didn't grow up praying before I ate. Then I got into religion.
My mom made us pray before we ate though when I was younger. Yeah, as an adult, no, I really don't.
Okay,
You know
so
what
as
I'm
a
saying?
kid,
I'm
who
just thankful.
showed?
I'm just thankful knowing I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be able to eat when I eat because I fast a lot. You know.
Okay, yep. Well, praying at a restaurant, for example. Like, okay, if you go, like, nah. Okay, let me back up. I used to be like hardcore Bible, so like, I'm gonna start praying for every meal. That meant if I was at a restaurant, fucking doesn't matter. I'm about to pray. And if people saw me, that was even better because I was like a witness to God type shit, right? That was the thinking.
Well, there's nothing to be embarrassed about that. I mean, if that's what you do, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, as a kid, you probably looked at people. Oh, look at they're praying over there or something like that, or they looked at us or something. But um, nowadays, it's because religion is so intertwined with our lives. It's a normal thing to see somebody pray over their food and stuff, to follow religion and
Right.
stuff, or base
Oh,
their food with religion and stuff.
if you were at a table with some people at work, let's say our an environment where you just met the folks, would you feel comfortable praying in front of them if you knew they weren't going to be comfortable with you praying? Like, was that something you would just like, yeah, I'm just going to do it?
I wouldn't really trip off of that too much. That ain't gonna make me or break me if they pray, if I pray or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nourish your soul, nourish your belly. The
Yeah.
universe, the universe gives. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's a
can tell
giving,
you that when I was
got
working
a
in,
giving spirit.
yeah, when I was moving in church circles, I saw people praying. But since I've been out of those circles, I don't really see like my coworkers hitting off a prayer
Well, I
before
mean,
they
it's
eat.
like I always say right now, the Ten Commandments is out the goddamn window. Nobody follows no spirit. I mean, even people who really have religion in them, they don't really follow the teachings like they're supposed to be followed. Because and plus because they got social media now around the world. You know what I'm saying? Like vanity runs amok. It's just vanity's just at all time high, and um, what's it called? Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife and all that. Everything that was said not to do in religion is being done full fledged, and it's because of this media thing. People trying to get likes and be liked, and that happened because of Hollywood too. You know what I'm saying? All that Hollywood shit going on. Motherfuckers want to be like they from Hollywood. Normal people who don't even fuck with art shake their ass, and get more followers than somebody who actually learned how to play the violin.
Yeah. There's even yoga pants Instagram. That's where the women they
But to
just
each his own. To each his own. Shake their ass. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm
yeah
saying? But I know it's like it's a programming situation right now. You know what I'm saying? Programming a lot of cats right now to
yeah I
monkey
think
see monkey do shit.
yeah I don't think our brains were ready to take on acknowledging that there are this many people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a notion that yeah, there are a lot of people out there, but then like there's a calibration that happens where man is naive enough to think he's the center of the universe just off GP, like it's about like me or whatever. But then to not have media, you kind of could go your whole life reinforced in this idea that you're really important. But then media, you get to know that there's a lot of motherfuckers out there, bro, and nobody cares about you. I don't
Yeah,
think
people.
we're psychologically.
But people care about them. You see, they get likes and their families follow it and all that like that. But it's more like what's the major gain out of all that? Really, like some people make money off of it, but what else? What's the real major gain out of that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's my
I,
flip.
I I see cats losing their spirits and their souls, man. That looks crazy. I look at
Um,
TikTok. TikTok is TikTok. Hey, I be watching that shit. I be like, damn, these motherfuckers will fucking shake their shits for a fucking like, for a look. Give me somebody with 5 likes on there doing the craziest outlandish shit. Like, don't you know there's only 5 people looking at you, and them 5 people looking at you like this fucking weird ass person. But then,
um,
it
each
is what it is.
post, yeah, you gotta look at it this way. Each post is a prayer. What is a prayer but a pre-tweet tweet? You know what I'm saying? But a thought you throw up into the sky, hoping some cosmic audience is paying attention. So in some weird way, I sometimes see like every post is an attempt to be acknowledged by something out there that's going to affirm your value in the same way motherfuckers were praying
Nah,
for.
it's just turned up programming. The programming is just turned up. It's on loud. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's just programming. So
That's why you got to vibrate.
when somebody does something somebody else done, that's programming. You know what
That's
I'm
why it's
saying?
important to vibrate at a different frequency.
When we're all unique individuals experiencing unique experiences on this planet, but you'll actually do something somebody else did and try to gain fame off of somebody else's unique experience. Are there a creative thought that they had? You're gonna really run with somebody else's creative thought, and that's what it does. It makes a bunch of robots, in sync, but not thinking on their own. You know.
In a weird way, music can snap you out of that. That's why you make music, right?
Yeah, but then again, they like for every sickness they got a pill for it. You know what I'm saying? There's a pill. So it's like you know if somebody gonna do the most highest vibrational frequency out music for righteousness, there's gonna be somebody doing some straight demonic, cut their finger, put the blood on the lacquer kind of music. You know what I'm saying? The eye thing they be doing and all that shit.
Speaking of which, I'm trying to get those holy water. What were those like Air Max? You seen them ones with that? They have supposedly have holy water in the bottom of the shoe. Water from the Sea of Galilee. Those are crazy.
Shit. Huh.
Yes, but infusing spirituality in unexpected places, or maybe not even infusing, seeing, like having the gift of seeing spirituality in unexpected places is part of
Mhm.
what your music is about, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, funk is spiritual though. I mean, it got spirit, don't it? Make you move, make you groove. Now, I mean, I just go off of, I could sort of like pin my music for the hurt, the upset, the about what's going on planet Earth. You know, the ones who want to speak out but can't speak out about this planet and the bullshit on it. You know, the bullshit food that we're forced to eat, the governments that we're forced to bow down to. You know, the whole systematic bullshit. You know, so I speak out on that, but not too far fetched where I can't comprehend it my damn self. Because a lot of cats who do it, they just be letting it go. You know what I'm saying? But do they really study and follow through what they talking about? You know what I'm saying? I kind of like use my music to speak to my children, you know, and to speak to myself.
One thing I noticed about your music,
Mostly to speak to myself about the bullshit and trying to fix myself. You know what I'm saying?
one thing I noticed about your music is your lyric writing is that it's uninhibited, or I don't get the sense that you are like stopping and analyzing. Stop is like it comes out of you. So I don't know about your writing process. I don't know if so I wonder about your writing process. Is it when you're writing, are you in the booth?
I don't really write hooks.
Yeah.
I kind of like let a hook happen. You know what I'm saying? I write a hook as I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? I wait till the music's done, but when I write, I try to just capture the music. The music actually tells me what to write. Actually, I don't know, because sometimes I'm gonna write about this and it just turns to something completely different. You know, and most of the time there be messages in there. I mean, shit, that's what music is for. It's for a message. You know, it's for to 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 share an electric vibration, an organic electric vibration for others to share and vibrate with you with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what
Yeah, I
music is
think
for.
that approach has been a gift because you've been prolific in your output, and I'm guessing it's related to that whole attitude towards making music, which is it's
But
in
I'm
me.
like this. I'm like this. I'm gonna keep going until they hear me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep going until they hear me. And I know back in the days, a lot of the music I was doing, it wasn't really accepted because you know you had the party and booty shaking, gangster. You know you had the whole gamut of music that was the frequencies was pretty low. So when I come in, I'm like preacher man, and nobody want to hear nobody preaching when you're at the dance floor at your hip hop concert, or when you're really doing your grit and grime. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear no. But at the end of the day, they was getting the feeling of that. But at the end of the day, my shit is just as gangster as anybody else's. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold my tongue on where I'm from and who I am and what I've dealt with, but I speak on other things also, the things that we can't see, as well as the things we see.
Do you find, because I got more acquainted with your music as we started to work together on the Tonic project, and I'm finding like, oh shit, the songs that I really like are off this 2012 album. I'm like, oh shit, and I'm guessing because you have such a lot of you have so much work that you get people entering into your catalog at different points.
And some people will catch the wrong part. They catch some abstract way out the world because I create some other shit as a creation. We create and we connect with other musicians and artists. So I end up on a song that some people might not feel, a beat that they might not feel, but I still try to make a art out of it. You know, Some producers aren't up the tier of Dilla and Madlib and them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some people just do the art to what they feel, and I join in on that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you'll get some thugged out cats or some contemporary style listening music cats, and they hear some of those songs that I got out there, and they be like, "Oh man, this dude's tripping," and then they won't go to the catalog where I'm barring it up like a bar fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, how do you feel about your Spotify? Have you peeped your Spotify playlist? If I go to a Dudley Perkins playlist, have you peeped what they suggest?
On my playlist,
Yeah.
shit, it'd be my crew.
Nah, I'm
Nah.
saying like if you go to Spotify and you search your name, it'll suggest a playlist under Dudley Perkins, right? And if you go there, it'll give you the top 10 songs that you should listen to. I don't know if you knew that or not, but and that's how if someone were to like someone's gonna right now is gonna be like whoever watches this and want to hear about your music, they go to Spotify, they type in your name, and they're gonna hear these 10 songs off rip if they play that list, or they can go to your
Well,
discography.
I'm learning the whole Spotify thing right now because just recently I've been working with PR companies that do that. They work with Spotify like up close and personal almost like to get a lot of hits because I've never really you know had my music uploaded to Spotify until this year actually.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like
dope. And
but and I see how when I got it uploaded, like everybody's doing what you did this year, 2021
yep, yep,
things going on. And I looked at mine, I'm like, yeah, I'm in the millions. I wasn't like that last year. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed too that they do all that old fancy shit because they ain't paying me. So
right.
they have enough money to send you that email out that says this is what you did this year, and then you did this, and then you did this, and they got a little flip page and shit. Oh, look what I did! Oh, hype me up! But god damn it, show me how much I made this year off that motherfucking shit, and can I partner up with you for real? Or we all just got to leave that situation alone and go back to our own huts, our own little caverns and caves called our websites,
Yep.
and sling it from there personally. Because
And
all it takes is just all of us to stand up, and they all fall down.
yeah, that's what I think. If you built a career where fans are interested in your music, interested in your story, interested in what you're doing,
Yeah, they go search you out. But if you take your shit completely off of there, and everybody does, they gotta go search you out,
yep,
and it becomes a real situation again. Because right now it's just like these streaming services. I mean, they steal from the artists completely because the artists aren't really willing to go to the lengths of starting their own streaming services or streaming situation because it does take a lot. And Spotify put a lot of money in. It takes a lot of money to rob a lot of people.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't sleep on some of these blockchain music platforms that are popping up. I just read about a couple. They seem pretty interesting in terms of what they allow for
Yeah,
artists.
I've been learning that stuff, the NFTs and stuff like that. I've been trying to figure that out because I do art also, and so I'm gonna figure that. I got some people working with me on some NFTs and stuff. Might throw some
All
music
right.
through there.
Oh yeah, all day. I think there's a lot of opportunity. It's just about gathering our audiences up and letting them know what we're up to. In the morning, though, people want to know if you're on the road with Dudley and you pull over. What are you guys having for breakfast? Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Waffles. Why
Hmm.
is that?
But I don't really eat too much of them unless they're vegan waffles. But they got that crunch to them. That
Okay.
butter be soaking up in the little crevices and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the syrup stay up in them crevices. It don't get
Okay.
soggy quick. You know what I'm saying? Pancake it get soggy quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And pancakes are too cakey.
but have you ever been? I've never been more disappointed than when I've ordered a waffle and they've only bring out one. You never get two waffle. You never get the waffle stack. For some reason, they think one is gonna do, and
Because them be big waffles, man. Them be some big ass waffles they give you. It'd be a big
they
ass
do.
head, the size of your head waffle. You know?
I do like those. I do like those size of the head waffles, but those aren't as popular as you think. Motherfuckers are coming out here with the 8 inchers, bro. I need that 16 waffle. I'm not gonna get. I'm
they
gonna
put the
eat three
flour,
pancakes.
the powdered sugar on them and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Put the. If you're gonna bring a waffle out, I'm gonna need the bacon, the sausage, the hash brown, all sitting on top of it with a little whipped cream, cherry, 3 syrups, orange juice, apple juice, and let's have a party.
They got a vegan place out here in Vegas that does I think it's called Violetta's vegan. They do pretty good vegan waffles and stuff, you know, and pancakes. They got the whole vegan sausage and stuff. You know.
What is the best vegan meal then? Is it dinner? So like vegan breakfast is kind of not it. You get better luck eating like vegan dinner,
Oh, I mean, vegan breakfast is like anybody's vegan breakfast. Like anybody's breakfast, it could be oatmeal and toast. You know what I'm
right? Okay, yep. No eggs, no bacon, no ham, no sausage,
saying?
but cereals. Speaking of which, oh no, hold on. Oh yeah, speaking of which, who do you got in the scraps? Captain Crunch or Lucky from Lucky Charms? You better hear.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Let me see. Captain Crunch or Lucky from Lucky Charms. Because I like Captain Crunch more. Captain Crunch.
Okay. You know he's 142 years old though, right? And he has a wooden leg. And my
And
man's
and Lucky Charms is Lucky Charms.
he Lucky. Lucky's the name. You know who gets the nickname Lucky? The guy who like knocks someone out like in 8th grade, just knocks someone cold out, and then it's like, oh, that's fucking Lucky. Lucky shot Lou right there, fucking. So Lucky to me means
The name Lucky Charms just seems a little soft to me.
the charms. That's he's throwing you off. He wants you to think that he's coming in with, oh, I'm gonna kick some luck.
He's an
He's smart.
elf. He's an elf.
Hey, Captain Crunch has what we call sea legs. So when he gets on dry land, he's don't have he doesn't have balance. So
But he's a pirate with a pirate ship. You know what I'm
he
saying?
has money.
Yeah,
I'll
he
give him
got
that.
money.
I'll give him that.
He'll
All right.
take over your shit.
Um. Oh, after a show, late night status. It's 1:30. Where we going? IHOP, Danny's, or Norm's? Oh, you're vegan, but I don't know if this is going to impact you or not. But you might have signed
I
off.
but if push came to shove, Denny's, because Denny's has vegan burgers.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know what Norms is.
Well, you don't want to know. That's just trash. But Denny's vegan burger sounds like tough chewing, though. I'm not even going to front.
No, I think they'd be having Impossible Burgers up in there or something like that.
Yeah, but
And,
who's handling it back there? You know
yeah.
what I mean? All right, so bang, 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 bang. Oh, so let's get down to let's pull these guys up. So so you're going with Denny's.
Mm.
Um, I'm surprised you didn't go with IHOP, being the international man of travel that you are. I thought you might be comforted by all the flags and the kind of the multicultural just energy out of
I don't
IHOP.
remember. I never really been to IHOPs too much. I never. No.
I mean,
I
they're
might have
flexing.
once in a while. I ate some potatoes there or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
I
tell
actually
you
have
this.
a coffee cup from IHOPs.
16 flavors of syrup. So, you already know they ain't playing around right there. Now, you
Oh,
can't
okay.
have breakfast really without coffee.
Yeah.
And what made you? Why do you like coffee so much? And what made you interested in doing a coffee project?
I got into coffee a lot. I mean, I always drink coffee like everybody else for years, you know, but not heavy. I was more into it more because I like flavors, like when somebody really does it right. And one coffee that used to stood out to me was Bob Marley's Coffee Brand. You know, and I used to drink that. I'm like, oh, this is toasty. This is very toasty. I like toasty coffees. You know, it's like food. You know what I'm saying? It's like a good food. You know, but and I always figured like since I like to cook, this is part of the. This is just another level of culinary arts. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you drink beer or you have you want to instead of just getting drunk, you actually want to try out a lot of different beers and just see the art in the beer. You know what it took for these cats to do this, or what made them think of this kind of this flavor or something like that. You know, but like brewing coffee, it's an art form. And it's ancient. You know, and I'm more back into it now because I'm representing a coffee brand, and you know, um, I've now found even more of a new love for it now. 'Cause I'm like, oh, this coffee is great. Fuck Folgers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and it also allows. It's like also, I mean, it's not too much of a stretch. And actually, in our case, it's almost literal, which is putting out a coffee is almost like putting out an album. You're putting out a project into the world for people to
Yeah,
consume and judge. And in the case of the tonic, there's actually music on the bag, so it's kind of we are putting out like more than just coffee.
yeah. Yeah. You guys are taking the art form to the extreme. More like let's add the music with it because most people when they drink coffee, they smoke their blunt and listen to some music, or read a newspaper, or read a book or something. Like they're doing something with it. You know what I'm saying? This bag that I got with y'all you can read it while you drinking your coffee and shit. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of good messages on there and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's some good coffee. You know, that's
Yep,
the bottom line is it gotta taste good.
exactly. Well, that's the
Regardless of everything else, it gotta taste good to where you want to take another cup, or you drink it real fast. You even drink it cold after it got cold. It's so good. You know?
that's there's a I guess you might call it a yin and a yang to that, which is it has to be good, boom, and not most coffees are bad, so very few coffees are good, but there are enough good coffees to go around. So why fuck with this good coffee? Well, the reason to fuck with this good coffee over that good coffee is the people behind it, coffee, the story behind the coffee, the
Yeah.
mission, the culture, like, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the coffee I'm
Well,
bringing
yeah,
out is
because with most coffee brands, there is a story behind it. You know, down to even folders and stuff like that. I always say folders because that'd be the one everybody go to. I'd be like, man, if I go to your house right now and there's a folders in your house, I'm tossing it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Not when I got a coffee. You better drink my coffee.
Hey, the parallels between that and tree culture is also pretty interesting, which is like there's a lot of stress and dirt coffee,
Yeah,
and you can masquerade the stress and the dirt with cotton candy, blunt wraps.
man. There's some coffee cats who just be dirty with their coffee too. Like they warehouses be like on their coffee be stored on the floor and stuff with bugs and shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Well, man, it's part of what I enjoyed most about working together to get this out is listening to your music. As I mentioned, you hit my top two of my top five Spotify this year. Um, so and getting to know you, I think in some way through your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like that's one way you get to know someone is by looking at their art, right, and
Yeah.
interacting
Yep.
with their art.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's dope. That's the project, and shit. I'm sure we're gonna continue to do some cool coffee shit coming up to get some of this coffee out and get people to try it and
Yeah. So
do some with it.
let's get to the second batch.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're gonna do. You know.
Man, it's been a pleasure, bro. Where can people? We'll talk about what people are going to see when they go to someothership.bandcamp.com.
Um, a lot of the music on there is music from over the years, with a bunch of artists I deal with or dealt with. There's a couple of new albums up right now on there. One with Madlib called uh, "In the Beginning," Volume One, and then there's also a record called from an artist named Hyro. The album's titled "Pin," dope EP, very dope EP. Hyro, Hiero, and the album's called "Pin." And there's another album from one of my close friends, Cornbread. Um, bread. We used to call him Cornbread the Dread. You know, but now he's titled Bread of Cali Wild. and he has an album called "A Breath of Fresh Air" with a lot of production on it from Knots, actually, and it's a very dope album. And I got a bunch of T-shirts on there and hoodies, loop pack hoodies and stuff. Like, because I'm doing artwork of, all the artwork of album covers I did. I'm putting them on T-shirts and hoodies, so people can buy the actual artwork from these covers, these classic covers from me directly. You know,
Okay, so
but
you did the loop pack cover is or and all your covers too? Is that your artwork?
well, some of them I've done a few of my covers. I've done loop pack. I did. I think I did all the loop packs covers except for one.
Okay,
You know,
dope.
yeah.
Well, let's get to it. Get to the site. Support. Keep alternative, positive,
Oh,
elevated vibrations popping. Yep.
one thing too. I got new music's coming also. There's also In the Beginning Volume 2 and In the Beginning Volume 3. Some music from the past that me and Madlib did years ago. Also a new LMD album that's Elemento, who you guys work with also, and
Yep.
our brother Metaphor and me. An album produced by Madlib coming out next year. And I just finished a new album with this cat named Theory Has It. Cold man on the drums. You know what I'm saying? And the album is some of my favorite work up to date. I think I sent you a copy. No, if I didn't, I'll send you a copy, a private link so you can peep it out. But
Yeah,
it's
for
a
sure.
beautiful album. The man's a beast. Theory Has It. You know. Also, I got another record, on my label coming out by a cat named West Coast Stone. The album's called Last Days in Time. Dope album. Um, but until then, we're just working on keep working and keep grooving, And I'm gonna be pushing this coffee so people could taste some real coffee. This coffee's good. You know what I'm
Let's do
saying?
it. Peace, respect. We'll see everybody soon. We're gonna pop up with some coffee. Come get some.
Yeah, yeah, right on. But appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.